sassy, a little bit crazy, a little bit classy. We got dreams and we got goals. We're just a couple of old sassholes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello and welcome, everyone.
Wow, that was very official. I loved it.
Ready for it. This is a Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I am Heather Terry.
And this is our power hour of true crime with fucked up people doing fucked up shit most of the time for fucked up reasons, no reasons at all, or because they are angry bears.
Yes. Why are you so mad? Why are you mad?
Why are you mad?
Bears?
I like some mad bears.
I know.
So what's up?
Nothing.
Ow. I just hit my... So I have a little treat for you.
You have a treat for me.
I do have a treat for you.
What is it? What is it?
It's obviously photos.
Okay.
I think that's a very given thing.
This is photos.
This is photos.
Okay. What is this?
Wait,
you say you just handed me a gift.
Yes.
For all
and once you open it, we can go through the rest of the journey with our listeners.
Okay. I'm very excited.
Look at the back. Apparently, I was like, okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, Heather gave me a photo of her for the camper. And then we decided that we would take the photo through the honeymoon and take photos with her photo. And then I was like, I'm going to be cute and write on the back the date and where you were.
Oh my!
And then it started smearing on all the other photos. So like it did not.
And it says Heather at. It's like I'm there.
Heather in Brooklyn at Yosemite on June 6th, 24 or 16.
This is awesome. Oh, it did smear on the front.
It did. I'm like, motherfucker.
I love. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Who is that?
Oh, that's Tim and Deb. It says I'm on the back of the photo.
Oh, okay.
I go Heather with Brooklyn and Travis and Tim
I'm
and
on
Deb.
the dashboard. Oh, we'll have to post some
on that
of these.
one, it says Heather on the road.
You're Heather resting, and I'm in a hotel. This is the best thing ever. Oh, a battery.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to post some of these.
Yeah. Some of them kind of cut off whenever I printed, which was really annoying. But...
Oh, I am obsessed with this. You're the best.
Shoving that into the backpack on my hikes and stuff, like we had to keep going back to places to go bring the photo. Like a lot of these places were the second time that we went back because I didn't have your photo with me.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite photo of you, and it cut off the top of your head and it pissed me off. I just really loved that one.
Oh, we're posting some. I love that Travis was a good sport and did all this too. That's so funny.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I was like, was it? And Travis was the one who made us go back like 3 times. He was like, did you grab the photo of Heather? And I was like, no. And he's like, go fucking back.
We'll post some of these because these are amazing.
You were at El Cap. And then there's one where like you basically just see my hand like reflected.
I'm at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
My favorite place.
Yep. So see, you were with us.
I love that. You're the best. Oh, I can't wait to look at all these and like actually be able to do it when we're not on an audio project. But we'll post these, and you're special, and I love you, and this is amazing.
I love you. Thank you for the photo of you. Well, that was your other gift that was hidden away.
It is. I'm going to cherish that because I love it. Yes, I did give her a photo because I wanted. She's going to be gone for 16 days. I had to make sure that she remembered what I look like. And I was supposed to put the voice box in the back of it.
Oh, and the fucking frame. So there's a photo of Heather on a truck.
My photo on a truck. You keep saying
it's a photo of Heather on the truck. And the second it's with El Cap in the background at Yosemite, and the second he puts the second he puts it on the top of his truck, a fucking like van drives through, like a tour bus, and the wind just rocks it, and it beat the fuck into the ground. I was like, Travis, he's like, yeah. There's nothing I can do about that. I was like, I mean, he literally took it and went choop and went back to take the photo, and it flew off.
Oh my gosh.
From someone driving past it. I was like, great. Well, and then I brought it into the office, and now it's just a photo of Heather in my office. But I was like, if she looks, she's going to be like, damn, what a bitch. They like fucking beat that frame to death. And we're like, we shoved it in backpacks. It was getting wet as fuck on the mist trail.
I'm glad it survived. I'm glad that I came with you.
You did? I think people thought you were dead.
Oh.
Because you have to imagine that we were taking these photos in front of tourists the whole time. So, like, I'm walking around with a photo of you.
Oh, my God.
And then I'm taking it by, like, Kings Canyon. I didn't know if people thought it was, like, a memorial.
Oh my God.
Like, my sister passed away and I took her with me. Like,
too bad you didn't have some, like, flour or powder with you and you just take a cam and started.
I'm like, people.
They'd be like, oh, she's spreading ashes.
It was so weird.
No, I love every part of that and I appreciate it. And it makes me feel joy.
Good. Good.
I'm going to need you to send me all those.
I actually had to create an album. It got really complicated at one point because sometimes it was Travis's phone or my phone, and then we had to go through 3,000 photos to find them. Because even though your face is recognized on my phone, it's not when it's a photo of you.
Oh,
so
because it's my catfish photo.
We literally were like, we're going to find it. Don't you remember that one time we were at that place? Come on, remember? And there was just trying to find those bitches.
That just made me so happy.
So yes, there's an album in there that's just titled Heather with 18 photos.
Oh man, how wonderful is that? Do not bend, it says. Very happy.
And then I
about
wrote
that.
on the back, and then they all smeared everywhere. And I was like, okay, well, I tried. I was trying to be very circa 1996, but.
Oh, I love it. I love every part of that. I'm going to get a little
send you the
photo
album.
album.
And I was going to do a book. And then I was like, you know what? Don't do the book because I thought it was going to take too long. And then that took a whole week for them to bring, like, for it to get shipped to me. I was like, mother, I should have just done the fucking book. All right.
It's okay. I love that.
Good. What's going on? What's happening?
What's happening? You want me to tell you what's happening? Do you want me to tell you what's happening?
I don't know. I didn't press the timer that I was supposed to see how long we've been recording.
Oh, that's fine because I didn't give it to you. You were excited to give me a very special gift. I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to put the voice box on the back of the photo. Like I had a whole thing planned, and then I woke up the next day after your wedding, and then it was like
we were all dying.
I woke up like, "Hey, congratulations!" Like I had no voice.
We were all dead.
We were. I was dead for.
Means it was a good wedding.
2 days. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm hoping you haven't heard it, but we're going to see. And if you have, just pretend like you haven't.
Okay.
Yes.
I look forward to those.
Yes. Are you familiar with Moriah Wilson? Does that name ring any bells?
I hate to be the person that, like, most names don't ring bells.
Okay. That's okay.
So, currently, no.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yes. The sources I used today, Wikipedia, NBC News, CBS News, KXAN Austin, and an article in People magazine.
I love those.
I listened to a couple of podcasts this morning, but none of that's in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Caitlin Armstrong. Do you know that name?
No.
Good. Caitlin Armstrong was born on November 21st, 1987 in Livonia, Michigan. Her parents divorced when she was little, so she ended up staying with her mom and her sister. And she graduated from Stevenson High School in 2005. So this is a more recent one that I'm going to do because most of the time I don't care for these. So I did. This is very, very recent.
You said 2005?
She graduated in 2005.
Oh, okay. I was like,
she graduated high
you
school.
do know it's 2024, right? So that's not super recent. I did not realize. Okay, carry on. Carry on.
In school, she was popular, had tons of friends. She was an athlete. She went to college at the Schoolcraft College, and then after that, she went to Eastern Michigan University, where she graduated from their business school. She began a career in real estate and banking, which they don't say what it was. They just say that she had a career in real estate and banking. I know she was a realtor and worked. Her paycheck said a bank's name on it. That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe loans. Who knows?
Huh.
Who knows?
I can tell you, I don't know. I am one of the people who do not know.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. In 2012, she decided, this isn't the life for me. So she moved to Austin. She moved to Austin, Texas.
Cool.
Yeah. But have you ever been to Austin?
I think I've been for work.
Yeah.
I've never gone like on my own accord. I
Like
always
for
went
leisure?
work. Yeah.
Yeah, well, their slogan is "Keep Austin Weird," and when I went, I actually had a really good time, even though it was August when I went, and it felt like I was inside of Satan's butthole.
Is that yes?
Yes, yes. But she went down there, and guess what career path she decided to go down? She was like, "Hey, well, you're drinking water, so I'm gonna say it." She wanted to become a yoga instructor. I asked her a question when she took the biggest
The
drink of water.
second
ever.
I started drinking, so then I was like trying to get closer to the mic, and then I'm like, I'm just now ASMRing me like chugging water. I'm super hungover, guys. Like, that's all I can tell you.
We're recording on the 5th. Yesterday was the 4th. She was very excited for her sassy freedom.
I was like, America, that's
Yeah.
my bitch. I'm about to show her.
She let
What's
freedom
that?
ring. Freedom rang. And now her head's ringing.
Yes.
So
yes.
there's that.
So you're going to hear a lot of ice hitting your glass during this.
Lots of background noises.
Yes.
Okay. So she actually went and became a yoga instructor. Yeah.
Yogi Bear.
She dabbled in real estate a little bit when she was down there, but was very into the yoga. Now, she does all that yogi business, and in 2019, she met and started dating Colin Strickland.
I know this one.
Okay. Good. I was like,
Now I know it.
yes. Well, I didn't know it at all, and learned a lot during this journey of life because I'd never
I'm
heard
getting
of it
this
before.
one mixed up too, though, with that one that you covered, that Instagrammer that was murdered by
yeah.
her boyfriend. Yeah. I think I'm going to get my hairs crossed.
Yeah.
What can you do?
It is what I mean, we talked about Ted Bundy, and we all have heard that 4,000 times, and we still learn stuff.
You are not wrong.
You know?
Milady.
Colin Arturo Strickland was a pro bicyclist, and he specialized in gravel and fixed gear criteriums, whatever the fuck that means. And apparently he was like really good. Now, Colin and Caitlin were very like Ross and Rachel from Friends, like on again, off again. You never knew if they were together or not. But they did live together in Austin, and they became business partners in 2021.
So they're all.
Yeah.
What a good plan. You know what? I just can't decide if I want to date the guy.
Yes.
So I'm going to go into business.
I think it was the other way. I don't know. It seems like very him saying, I don't know. But they live together, so now they.
I just don't know why they
Business
would at
and
all agree to do that.
Yeah.
Like if you cannot, I don't know.
No,
Relationships
agreed.
aren't meant to be like off again and on again.
I could never do that. I've never done that. Like, there's none of
either.
this. I'm on a break. If we're breaking up, we're done.
Yeah.
I had a guy tell me that one time. Well, I just want to take a break. No, we're good. Because if you date someone else, I'm going to come unglued. So just go date somebody else, and I will date someone else.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. If you can give up, that's basically giving up.
Yeah,
Like
but
a breakup is someone giving up. So it's like if you're doing it over and over again, they're just giving up on you. So why would you go into business with them?
Exactly.
I don't get that.
I don't either. And Colin said they both dated other people in between. So it's like, well, she dated other people too. And he dated people, but they kept going back to each other. So
Whatever.
October of 2021, one of their Ross and Rachel breaks, Colin and Moriah Mo Wilson dated for a little bit. When I say a bit,
I'm gonna look these up, guys.
I have photos for you.
Okay.
When I say it was a bit, it was max 2 weeks. Like they dated for 2 weeks. Maybe everybody said a week, but some of them said, well, it was like 2. So then he was like, after a week, he was like, I'm going to get back with Caitlin. And she was like, well, we could be friends still. Because they were both, in the cycling world and all that. So you'll find that out in a second. Here is Mo. Well, her friends called her.
She's cute.
Yeah. And then this is
I don't know the story.
Caitlin.
I don't think I know the story. They're very pretty.
Good. Okay. To be honest, like as I keep talking, Colin, he kind of sounds like a biking fuckboy.
Really? I wonder what part.
I know, right? And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mo, but let me show you a photo of him really quick. That's him. That's Colin.
Hand me this.
Yeah.
Let me get this.
Yeah, I was
Well,
like,
the other 2 photos that Heather showed me was like big photos of these girls like blown up. And then this guy, it's like he's 5 minutes down the road and he turned left and that's the photo. Mama's got a zoom. Okay. Okay. I'm vibing this though.
so pretty people.
Yeah,
They're
these are all
pretty
very
athletic,
pretty people.
fit people.
They got cool vibes.
Yes, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a little bit about Moriah. And her full name is Anna Moriah Mo Wilson, and she was born in Littleton, New Hampshire on May 18th, 1986. She and her brother grew up in Kirby, Vermont, and those two plus her 2 parents were like very strong ass athletes, and she got a strong passion for cycling at a very young age. She ended up becoming a nationally ranked junior skier, but got into that. She also got into gravel cycling. Something about her, she got hurt in high school and her teacher was like, well, to rehab your knee, you should start cycling. And then apparently her dad was a professional skier, but was like, yeah, you should do that too. And then she got into that.
They live in such a super like beautiful place. Like I feel like you can't live in New Hampshire, Vermont, or any of those places and not be
right
a fucking professional fucking something that involves your body.
Yeah. And then especially if your dad's a pro athlete, you're probably going to inherit some of that.
Dude, when we did our trip to New England where we hit all those areas, we didn't see a single person smoke a cigarette.
Oh, yeah. I remember you
For
saying
a
that.
whole like 10 days, not one single person smoked. And
Yeah.
it was like, okay, Healthyville, USA.
And well, when you hear from where she graduated, it's going to be very on brand. She graduated from Burke Mountain Academy in 2014. So she went on to get her Bachelor of freaking Engineering from Dartmouth in 2019.
Good for
So
her.
she's athletic, smart, and pretty. Mo also worked as a customer demand planner for a mountain bike company called Specialized, which apparently is like this banging ass American bike brand that has a very big name in the. I figured you would be familiar. So Moriah was a badass, well liked, all that stuff. Okay, in 2022, Mo was like, fuck this job. So I want to be a pro gravel cyclist and I want to do pro and that's all I want to do. So she quit and she took the risk and did it.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I know.
Do it, babe.
She had just started biking too in the first place and used it as a form of rehab, like I said. And she hurt her knee 2 times. So then she just picked it up and was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then ends up working for the company as an engineer and then goes pro. Like just happened to work out that way. In April of 2022, she'd already won 10 races and she'd only been doing it for a few months. And then she won a 137-mile race called the Belgian Waffle Ride California. And
Oof.
I had to include that because, like, do you get a waffle at the end or I don't understand.
I don't either, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't either, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. One quote I saw from Mo that I loved from an interview was this. I'm very comfortable being uncomfortable. I love to push myself to the cusp of what I think I'm capable of and then try to dig a little deeper and see how long I can hang out in that space, which I thought that was really cool.
I want to make out with her.
On May 11th, 2022, Moriah went to Austin to be in a 157-mile race close to there. That was 3 days later. And she was like, hey, Colin, because they're still friends. That's where he lives. So I'm in town. Let's hang out. And he was like, okay. So Colin picked up Moriah from her friend's house where she was staying at 5:45. And then they went to the Deep Eddy Pool in Austin, which is a vodka brand. So that sounds like a cool place to go.
Yeah. So they dated for, what was it? You said 2 weeks?
Like a week or
like
two.
A week or two? So nothing. Okay.
And they were still friendly because they
Yeah.
were both, you know, in the niche industry. They were both
Yeah.
professionals and very good at it. So they still stayed friends.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure I really understood all that.
Oh, yeah. So they hung out, had dinner, and he dropped her off at 8:35. Like, very, hey, let's grab dinner.
Yeah, like we literally just caught up, telling me about your life, what's going on with you, how
Yeah.
are the races going, blah, blah.
I just feel, show me your scabs from graveling. I just feel like you would fall. I guess they're pro, so they wouldn't fall. It just sounds
No,
very
they would not
scabby to
fall.
me. I don't
They would not fall. You can also just be a bike rider and not fall.
I don't know. I'm very clumsy. So, like I said, no nightcap, no nothing weird. And her friend had an electronic type lock situation like we have on our houses. And so it recorded her going into the house at 8:36 p.m. Her friend Caitlin Cash was where she was staying. She got home around 9:50. When she called for Mo, she didn't answer. And she found her bleeding and unresponsive in the bathroom on the floor.
Whoa.
Yeah. The 911 call was made at 9:56, and her friend was basically panicking, saying there's blood on her face. She won't answer me. I don't know what's happening. Like
Literally came home to this. Like,
freaking
I
the
don't-
fuck
yeah.
out. So she got home at 9:50. 6 minutes later, obviously, she probably ran over to her friend, like, are you okay? Figured out where she was.
Right.
Yeah. So an hour and 15 minutes, something bad fucking happened, and Moriah was sadly pronounced dead then on scene. The paramedics couldn't revive her, and she had been shot 3 times. Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. The cops immediately start canvassing the neighborhood. And now one
If
thing.
you fucking tell me this dude's girlfriend did that, obviously that's what you're going to tell me. Because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a dipshit, is what I was going to say.
I'm not a idiot.
I'm not a idiot. Heck. I'm just such a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And
But why?
yeah.
I'm so
And
annoyed. Let me interrupt everything you're saying and let me just tell you I'm annoyed.
It
And
is.
that
It
sucks,
is very
'cause Mo
sad.
seems awesome.
Yeah, because she was young. She was younger too, and took a risk and was succeeding at her dream.
Yeah. Well, at least she got to live her dream for
Yeah.
the few years she got to.
I know. And normally, I thought this was interesting because most of my stories that I do are older. So the fact that they were like, you think about it, there's Ring doorbells, there's cameras everywhere. People, there's a lot more electronic evidence now than normally in our stories when they were like, they dusted for fingerprints. And now they're like, let's pull all the footage from your houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the neighbors' cameras got a 2012 black Jeep Grand Cherokee on at 837 with a luggage rack on top and a bike rack on the back.
Okay, so you're telling me that this bitch drove up in her own vehicle that is literally a memorable vehicle to commit a murder. You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Just wait.
I drive a particular vehicle that it's obvious it's my vehicle. Like you can tell it's my vehicle. So I would obviously need to hotwire a vehicle or rent something.
Yeah.
So I'm just... wow.
Clearly you figured out who owned that car.
Wow.
Caitlin Armstrong, the on again, off again girlfriend. They found Mo's bike about 60 feet away from her friend's house, thrown into like a patch of bamboo. So she just ditched the bike.
Hold on. Mo's bike was
Moriah's
found.
bike was
You said Mo.
Yeah, that's what they call her, Mo.
Oh, okay. I was saying Kayla. Okay, so carry on. So wait. So Mo's bike was thrown over to the side.
Yeah, basically like whoop, like she like trying to hide it.
Why would the girl who got murdered have why would they need to hide her bike?
She's just trying to hide. She's just trying to throw her bike. That's just like hey, let me move this out of the way. I don't know why she just did it.
Okay, I was like, I didn't know if it was like her being like, fuck you. Because
Maybe.
her bike was probably very, very important to me.
Yeah, they're like $12,000.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like for her to do that, it was actually...
Maybe it was.
Like
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I was like, that was the most important thing to her. So assaulting it...
Oh, yeah. That's probably your explanation.
She probably like saw it and kicked it and was like, fucking bitch. Like, I don't know, but...
I mean...
There's no reason for it to have been that. And then I was trying to understand. I was like, wait, so are you saying that someone rode their bike over that? That's why I got lost.
Gotcha.
So, got it. Okay. I think it was just an FU.
That you're probably right. That I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
That's like me being a big banjo player and somebody just like murdering me and then slamming my banjo into the ground. It's like, fuck you, man.
Breaking it like a 90s big hairband or an 80s hairband.
Sure.
So Caitlin's DNA was actually found on the bike.
Shocking.
Right.
My God, this girl is dumb. And she does not look like a murderer at all.
Right.
She looks like she would play that like one of the fucking Disney princesses.
Oh, yeah. On May 12th, the next day, they got a search warrant for Caitlin and Colin's house and quickly found a 9mm handgun, which matched the shell casings from the scene. Colin had bought him and Caitlin two handguns like 4 or 5 months before that.
Can we just unpack this?
Yeah. Let's unpack it. And then we're going to keep unpacking because there's like 8 more suitcases, just so you know.
I'm so struggling here. I'm like, you did. So she was not trying to get away with it. Like, let's be honest on this one. She was not trying to get away with it. Oh, that's always the case, though. Until they're like, oh, now I know what it looks like where I might get a fucking finger in my butt. Then everyone wants to talk, right? Like, then they're going to figure out and come up with stupid excuses and bullshit. But she was not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. She started out dumb, but gets way smarter, unfortunately.
Oh, does she? Mm-hmm. Oh, ooh, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. So, obviously, they arrested Caitlin Armstrong that day, but they had a warrant for her arrest already from something else, from a theft. So they used that as an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah. So back in 2018, she got $650 worth of Botox. So she goes and gets a little bow.
That's a lot of bow.
That's what I was thinking. Unless it costs more in Texas. Who knows?
I mean,
I don't know.
How old is she? 86, 85, like around our...
Yeah.
That's a lot of bow.
I feel like that is too.
The most expensive, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
But maybe you're right. Maybe it's just more expensive.
Yeah, who knows? But so she goes, $650. They're like, ma'am, give me your credit card. She's like, here's my credit card. And she's like, oh, no, wait, I want to use another card. And then she goes to the car and leaves. So she Botoxed and dashed. Like,
I don't know why I kind of feel like she's a badass for that.
But like, who just does that?
No, trashy, crappy people.
Yeah.
Like, how do you then live in this town? Like, that's the other thing. I'm like...
They didn't try very hard to find her because she's obviously in real estate and, like, not hiding.
And they made an appointment.
Yeah.
So it's like they knew her name.
I think they didn't try as hard. I think it was low on the totem pole as far as police work. They were like, you know what? I hope you get wrinkly again. It's going to wear off at some point, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, and this was 4 years later.
Oh, my geez.
So they arrested her for that. Like, they used it as an excuse. So Colin came in for an interview and was like, I mean, yeah, I'm dating Caitlin, but I did date Moriah for like a week or two in October of 2021 when we were on a break.
Yeah.
And then Fuckboy said he didn't tell Caitlin he was going to hang out with Moriah, and he had changed her name in his phone, so she didn't get mad. Spicy.
That is very fuckboy.
Yes. And this is the lie that he told. I don't understand. So he was going to meet up with Moriah earlier that day. And then he goes, and then Caitlin was like, I want to go on your bike ride with you. And then he canceled on her and said, let's meet later for dinner. Then Caitlin goes on a bike ride with Colin. And then he goes, well, I have to go drop flowers off to someone and my phone died. That was his lie when he went to have dinner with her. When he went to have dinner with Moriah, he told Caitlin his phone died and he went to drop off flowers to a friend.
Okay.
Not even like, I'm going to the store. Not even.
I mean, I honestly, if I would be ravaged, like, with fear if I had told Travis that I was going to the grocery store and I was having dinner even with you.
Right.
And I'm just like in this meal experience, just freak the fuck out. Apparently they did not share their locations or anything.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, and then she realized based off his location.
Yeah. They asked Caitlin, they're like, who they asked Caitlin, like, who knew where Moriah was? And he was like, well, maybe from her Strava app. Because, you know, that cyclist app that they use and they upload, like, their trips and stuff. It's kind of like social media for cyclists. And she had uploaded a few rides that had started and ended at her friend's house where she was staying.
Ah.
So
the plot thickens like a hearty stew.
What? It's too hot to talk about soup.
You ain't lying.
When the cops questioned Caitlin, they were like, hey, you can go at any time, by the way, because that warrant isn't valid. Like, she chose to stay because when they entered the warrant for her Botox and Dash, they put her birthday in wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And so they looked at her driver's license and stuff and were like, oh shit, this isn't even valid because of a clerical error. So they literally could have been like, you can go because they didn't have enough to arrest her yet on the other stuff. And she said, no, I'll stay. I don't need a lawyer. I'll stay. Idiot.
I wouldn't do that in any scenario.
Even if I was innocent, I would be like, I want a lawyer. I'm leaving.
100%. I'm getting a lawyer the second. Like,
yeah.
And okay, I say that and I'm like, all right, let's say our coworker was murdered or something and I just happen to work that day. Mm-hmm. Then I'd be like, okay, I have no motive. Like, I have no motive whatsoever. So I'd be like, dude, I don't need an attorney. I have no motive here.
I think I'd be like, I'm innocent, but I don't trust anybody. I've seen too much crime shit.
You're
I would
right.
I would like a lawyer.
There's an innocence.
There's an innocence project for a reason. Plus, we have this podcast, so they'd be like,
right.
So then they're like, look, we knew you were jealous of his friendship with Moriah, and we have video of your car there. And she just rolled her eyes and huffed whenever they did that. She didn't say anything. That's all she did. Just roll her eyes at him and huff.
Intriguing.
Yes. She had no explanation where they're like, well, why were you there? And she's like, yeah, I think I'm going to leave. Like, then she was like, I'm over it. She said she would stay and talk. But when they started telling her what they knew, she was like, got annoyed and was like, I'd like to go.
Got annoyed.
Yeah.
I would diarrhea myself. I would shit myself.
I don't think they'd want to sit in there and talk to you.
I would diarrhea myself. My asshole would relax and shit would come out. That's what would happen if I'm being.
What?
I would shit myself. That's all I have to say. The thought of being interrogated for a murder that you did commit, like, yeah, shit.
That one got me. Oh, okay. Okay. So the next day, Caitlin sold her car to a dealership in Austin for $12,000, which, by the way, they didn't find her car until June 23rd, and this was May 13th. So,
wow. So she got rid of
5 weeks. Yeah. So obviously it had been cleaned and all that stuff. That same day was also the last day that Colin had seen her, and she deactivated all of her social media. Like
so she ran.
Yeah. On May 14th, she caught a flight to New York where her sister lived. On May 17th, the cops were like, fuck you, bitch, and issued a homicide warrant for her arrest. which, big step up from her Botox scandal of 2018.
So by then they had enough? Mm-hmm. Was it because of this behavior or because they were uncovering more?
I think it was a mixture. Yeah. And May 18th, Caitlin boarded a plane to San Jose, Costa Rica under her sister's name and somehow got a fake passport. You hear about that stuff and you think it's older, not now. That's 2 years ago.
If anything, we're better than that. If anything, I'm sorry, we are better at falsifying documents. Yeah. So I think it's actually a lot easier to do now.
Yeah. I guess I just don't do enough recent stories to...
I'm just assuming technology.
That's a good assumption, though.
Black market shit, I just assume. I'm pretty sure that I could open up my phone right now, open up an incognito tab, and I could find a fake passport.
Oh.
We'll do it on our how-to segment. How to get falsified.
How to get... Now, okay, and she's on video at the airport boarding the plane, but she used her sister's name. So that's why she didn't get any red flags. On May 20th, the U.S. Marshals put out her wanted poster and stuff. They finally were like, oh, she ran for sure. We're for sure she ran. So. You
fucking idiots. So is her sister arrested?
I don't know. I didn't look into that
because
part.
If they used her credit, if she used her license, she would get arrested.
I never thought about that. I don't know.
Definitely aiding and abetting.
Oh, yeah.
The whole situation is aiding and abetting.
Yeah, she was like, here, go. I don't know.
If my sister was just like, hey, well, I would just lie. I'd be like, no, Brittany was just like, hey, I'm going to come over. And I'm like, hey. And then I woke up the next day and she was gone. And I'm like, where's my driver's license?
That's very
So
bad.
I had no idea.
Now, Colin, during all this, released a public statement to a news outlet in Austin saying this. Quote, Moriah and I had a fling that turned into a platonic and professional relationship. There's no way to adequately express the regret and torture I feel about my proximity to this horrible crime. I am sorry, and I simply cannot make sense of this unfathomable tragedy.
Good. That was a good response.
Yes. He had to say something because he was biker famous and Red Bull and all these other people sponsored him, which they eventually dropped him. But
they did?
Because he was so close to all this stuff.
That sucks. Mm-hmm. Then again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I was kind of well, he can get new ones once the dust settles a little bit. They have to distance themselves from a fucking murder. Plus, they didn't know all the details about...
Yeah, if he was involved or not.
Yeah.
That sucks, though, because when you think about it, it's none of that was... he lied about where he was going, but that was it. Mm-hmm. So it's he wasn't... He wasn't having sex with her, though. Oh, my God. Hurry up and tell me. I'm going to stop talking.
Her family told the news, her family, Moriah's family, was they were just friends. They weren't dating. But the cops were cool, but we have Moriah's phone, and they're getting kind of flirty texts from her name he changed.
Right.
So they couldn't tell, there's no definite answer. There's speculation. Some people think they still had feelings for each other. Some people think she was just oh, I miss you. They're still friends. So, they dated for a week or two. It's not, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I couldn't ever figure it out from everything that I read because it goes both ways.
I'm sure that they obviously still liked each other.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
Quote unquote friends.
Right.
So I'm sure there's some flirting. They're both hot.
Yeah. And then they were on again, off again. So maybe she sent those when they were off again. They never said a timeline either. So they never released all of them. They just said, well, we read this and this is what we think.
Mo wasn't on again and off again with him, right? She only did him for...
No, I meant maybe whenever he's off with Caitlin, he would text her or something, I don't know. Well, Colin also was hey, Caitlin isn't a firecracker of a person. So, she was a fucking yoga teacher. So everybody that knew her was well, she wasn't that spicy. This is so wild that she even would do this. And normally, because whenever I talk about the backgrounds, it's oh, they set fires and they burnt cats alive and they did all this weird shit when they were younger. But she had a normal upbringing. Mm-mm. On May 25th, 2022, the cops were oh, by the way, whenever we said the warrant was invalid, the paperwork error was because of her birthday. They finally released that information to the public, and they kind of looked kind of stupid.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. And they got an anonymous tip from someone, and the person called in and were Caitlin found out about Moriah back in January and lost her shit, and she was shaking, saying she wanted to kill her and all this stuff. There was even another quote that somebody ended up testifying, saying, well, she said that if he ever dated anybody else, she'd kill him. And I was how many, but you have to think about too, how many times when you get mad, you're oh, I'm going to kill them. But apparently they thought it was real enough to mention it under oath.
Do you think it's because she killed
someone? I know.
I mean, anytime someone says that they're going to kill someone, I would believe it. We need to stop acting like that. That's just a term of a phrase that we say.
Yeah.
And we need to, stop saying we're going to kill someone.
Exactly.
When we're not going to kill someone.
Just say you're going to hit them. That's what I say.
Yeah. I'm always like, I'm going to gut him like a fucking fish.
I'm going to sweep your legs. That's my go-to.
Yeah. I don't know. If she was that angry and crazy and like livid, I wouldn't put it past anybody.
Right. Okay. Now cut to Caitlin, who's in Costa Rica, and she went to Santa Teresa, which is like a beach town, and she was there for a few weeks. She told some tourists that she was a yoga teacher named Ari, and she was trying to learn more about her profession.
Ari?
Mm-hmm. Ari.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that just makes me want to light up a blunt. That is just such a name.
Yeah. And she would go and take yoga classes and stuff. And she was staying at a hostel, and they said that she would sit in her laptop in the common area a lot. She even made a couple friends and like meet them at a local bar and have like drinks with them and stuff. So like kind of trying to blend in. Then she traveled to San Jose, which is the capital of Costa Rica, under the name Allison Page. Well, Allison Page finds a doctor, and she got $6,000 worth of plastic surgery to change her face.
Are you
etc.
fucking me right now?
No, I'm not. I indeed not.
This is spectacular.
Goes.
I'm sorry, I'm probably not allowed to say that. But give me her name again. I need to look her up and give me that name. Sorry.
Caitlin Armstrong. So Caitlin, also known as Allison Page, goes down and gets like her nose, her lips, like changes her hair. She does face off shit.
That is insane. And I'm trying to see if I can find a
I'm trying to see how you
get
get $6,000 worth of plastic surgery.
What do you mean?
Like your dollar goes a long way, I guess, in Costa Rica.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
100%.
Because she got a lot of shit done.
That's like tits.
Yeah.
That's tits here. That's not even. It's not even.
That's
a tit.
That's a tit and a half.
Yes, a tit and a half for sure.
That's definitely a tit and a half.
That is definitely a tit and a half.
Now, okay, so on June 23rd, and keep in mind she did this on like May. What did I say? May 11th, 12th, or 13th?
May 12th.
May 11th or 12th. Yeah, something like that. I think it's May 11th. Anyway.
They are all so pretty.
I know. Okay, so June 23rd, the cops caught up with her and tracked her to Santa Teresa, and they started asking questions. And that was the first place she went, where the hostel was. On June 29th, they go to the hostel, and they see the cop walks in, and the U.S. Marshal, he sees a girl that looks similar to Caitlin, but he had to go up to her because he was like, it kind of looks like her, but like, who is that?
Right.
Like they didn't know. And she had bandages on her snoot. She had swollen lips. Her hair was shorter and a different color. Like, she completely went drastic on that. And he's like, ma'am, what's your name? And she gives the Ari name or whatever. And then she's like, well, what happened to you? She goes, oh, it was a surfboard accident. What? How?
That you like fell and got hit by the board again?
I guess.
That's what I like.
She had like
black
eyes and nose. And
it can slam
you know
you
what
back.
I thought of? You remember those things that you learn how to swim on, the little paddle boards that you put your legs on and push them underwater when you're little and they'd shoot up and hit you? That's what I thought, because that could do them. You know? No?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, or not.
What she said, it was what kind of accident?
A surfboard.
Surfboard. Yeah, that would beat the fuck into your face.
Yeah, well,
I know what you're talking about, but those things were like foam.
Yeah.
That's like fiberglass, right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. I'm not over here surfing.
Yeah. All my surf experience.
Yeah, which is none.
None. They arrested her on June 30th and then brought her back July 5th, which is actually today. 2 years ago today, they brought her back.
Oh, look at that timing.
I know. By the way, they held her on a $3.5 million bond because, like, obviously she will go to great lengths to get away.
And maybe she got money.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, sometimes that is based on income and their ability to pay it.
Yeah. I think theirs was more flight risk. I mean, if she'll go change her fucking face in a different country, I think hers, but I hear what you're saying, but I think it's more like she literally got a new face.
Yeah.
To get away from us. And they start putting all these.
She paid it for a low price.
I mean, I would take no.
I mean, she does. So for anyone who's like, wait, I'm driving Brooklyn, I can't look up this bitch's face and the plastic surgery that she had. This girl basically had some filler and probably rhinoplasty and dyed her hair. But because of what she looked like as a human being before, it pivoted her face enough.
Yeah.
That she does not look like she really doesn't.
It made
really
her.
look like
it
her.
made it look like maybe they could be related. Like if you're trying to look for her face, but it changes it a lot.
Yeah, you'd look at her and you'd be like, I feel like I know you from somewhere.
Yes.
But you'd never be able to place it.
The cop was kind of like that, and then after he figured out, like, I don't know. So they started putting all the pieces together. She had one secret email account. She had bought a prepaid debit card to buy the flight, and then the car service from the airport. And she had a burner phone because they had her cell phone, and then all that stuff. On July 20th, 2022, Caitlin entered not guilty plea for the first-degree murder charge, and her court date was set for October 19th. In August, her lawyers were like, look, the cops mishandled all this and got evidence under the invalid warrant, and they fabricated Colin's statements. They kept saying that they would leave out the fact that he was saying she's not a jealous person, and that his actual like official statement, like his affidavit, they were saying that they left that out. They also were like, the video footage shows her Jeep, but it doesn't show who's driving her Jeep. So they were like,
of course,
okay, shut up. Like in August of 2022, the judge was like, I'm going to have to put a gag order on all this, so please don't talk to the press, because this obviously got some media attention.
I don't know why.
I know. October 11th, 2 weeks before her trial was supposed to start, Caitlin tried to escape.
This bitch, man. You guys, I just want you to know that she does not look like a person who would do any of this.
No, she looks like a yoga teacher.
She does. Or she could be like a 7th grade arts teacher.
Yeah.
I hate whenever I say that somebody doesn't look like something.
Well, normally there's a crazy twinkle in their eye. She obviously, yeah. So here's the thing. They said she started working out like crazy when she was in jail, right? She starts working out like...
Did she?
Yes. And then she gets this outside. She got an injury, and she gets an outside of the jail for a doctor's appointment because she's like, no, this has to go here. So she ran over a mile, and then they only caught her because they caught up to her because she tried to jump a fence and got stuck. So, like, they were like, what? She was in good shape, and she took off running, and she almost got away again. They caught her on the fence. They charged her with escape causing bodily harm because I guess one of the COs got hurt when he was chasing her.
It was a fucking fat tub of lard just
That's
trying to
what I
run behind
pictured.
it. I can't help but think that he was just like dropped his donut in the dirt and like sprinted and wobbled after her, knowing damn well it was probably like some super fit guy.
Yeah, but who knows? But she made it a mile.
Were you upset that your phone was over here?
No, it's like making the speaker.
Oh, Heather was like looking everywhere, and then she takes the phone and puts it really far away from me, and I'm like, "Were you worried I was?"
Do you remember in the 2000 like the speakers that were external outside of the computer, on older computers, and it like makes that buzzing noise? That's what mine was.
Like
that's
crackling.
what it was doing in my face, and I was like, I can't take this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to either. I can't hear anything over the pulsing in my head.
Okay. And like I said, they said when she was jailed, she was working out like a, quote, mad woman. She got injured and she requested a certain kind of medical leave. So, AKA, she knew they wouldn't use leg restraints if she said this was her injury and all that stuff. So her legs would be free and she could Forrest Gump down the road away from them.
What a bitch, man.
I know. Like, I don't like this Caitlin bitch, but she's very strategic.
Yeah.
She's very...
Her brain is... working.
It's very interesting.
I'm very confused on how she gave 0% effort on hiding it, but then went through the world's most intense lengths to escape it, which is just bizarro.
Right?
It makes me think of all the husbands who've cheated on their wives that didn't care to get caught, and then when they got caught, the backhandle, like the backpedaling, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
So she had to have obviously, she knew she was going to go to Costa Rica. She knew what she was going to do.
I just want to...
But she didn't do anything to prevent her from getting arrested. Like within 24 hours, they were at her house.
Yeah.
Because of her car. Mm-hmm. And her DNA, which is DNA.
Yes, her DNA was on her bike.
Yeah. But she literally probably kicked.
Yeah.
Probably know she spit on it.
Who knows?
The first fucking hot Tui girl.
Oh, my... Oh, jeez. Okay, so November 1st, her trial began, and the prosecutors were saying Caitlin was a jealous girlfriend, and this is so sad, they had neighbors' video footage, and you could hear Moriah screaming, and they played that in court. Like, you could hear her screaming before she died, like, in terror for, like, 2 minutes. And then you heard 3 gunshots.
She was by herself.
You heard 3 gunshots, and then that's when you see the Jeep drive away. They pieced all of the scene together from video footage from people's houses.
What show was this? Did you watch this on a show? Oh, I was hoping you're like episode 6 of Crime and Love.
Crime and Love.
Crime and Love. That was a really creative name.
Yeah. And then the defense was like, okay, look, I know this all looks bad. It looks really bad, but there's no direct evidence. Okay, who runs under a fake name to another country, gets a burner, and changes their fucking face? Like, if you're innocent, you're not going to go to those links.
None of that would have happened.
That's like, no. And they also said, well, the cops ignored everything else and honed right on her because it was the easy way out.
Because it's what the evidence pointed to?
They were saying, oh, no, you didn't look anywhere else. You just said she was a jealous girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah. They're grasping for straws like they always do.
Yep.
And one of her friends like I said, testified against her, and they were like, what would you do if they asked her, what would you do if what would you do if Colin started dating someone else? And then she's like, oh, I'd kill her. Yeah.
But they were off again and on again.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't see why she did it. She must have had this particular person get into her craw.
It sounds like
it.
It
sounds like it could have been someone else, and maybe she wouldn't have, but she felt like Mo was a better woman.
This girl's pretty. She does the same. She's a pro athlete. The same thing as her boyfriend does. Like, he's going to be obviously
so worried,
intrigued by that. So yeah. That's what I said. I want to sum it up. So Caitlin, the yoga killer, dated Colin for 2.5 years. Not even like 10, 20, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
And then he dated Moriah for 1 to 2 weeks. And then they stayed friends, and she hated that from the second that he told her that they had dated and they're just going to be friends. And she was like, well, no.
It's like, did they even date, or did they go on 2 dates and bang?
I don't know.
Because he said a fling.
Yeah, he said
it could have been like he met, they ended up having some sexy time on a Friday and a Saturday, and that was it ever.
Yeah. That's the vibe I got from it. Now, the prosecutors were like, yeah, but you texted Moriah and she was under a different contact in your phone. So if she wasn't a jealous person, then why would you even do that?
Ooh, yeah. Agreed.
And he's like, well, she wasn't violent, but I knew her, but I guess I don't know her as well as I thought I knew her. Like, he was saying that on the stand. Like, I didn't know her as well as I thought I did. Because obviously he's admitting that he thinks, there's a lot of speculation, like I said, whether they were just friends or not. I mean, what do you think after I've told you all this? Like, do you think that he's just avoiding a fight with her? I want to know what you think.
I think that he probably knows that he wasn't going to be with Caitlin forever. I think that he kind of had some form of a feeling for her, or he wouldn't have changed her name in the phone, which means that she would communicate with him spontaneously, and he didn't know when. And so that, he never knew when they were going to talk, or he wouldn't have cared to change the name.
Yeah. They had to have gotten into it at least once about that, because I don't feel like you would cover it up.
I don't either. I also think, too, if it was an on again, off again, I don't really know the dude enough to be like, was that even when they were off?
Yeah.
So...
valid point.
He could have just met her and kind of had a thing for her, but then it wasn't really going to work out anyway.
Yeah.
Like, not a big deal. I don't think that they were sleeping together, because she wouldn't have gotten dropped off at 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The timeline to me implies that they really did just catch up.
I mean, because she, like you said, 3 hours. She was in town for a short period of time. Like, she was only there for a few days, and her friend lived there. So maybe, they literally went to a public place and had a burger.
Yeah.
So.
They don't really scream burger people to me, but yeah, they could have.
No, it was a burger.
Oh, it was? Yeah. It's like, well, maybe it was a fucking veggie burger. I don't know. They just both
it was a black bean slider. No, it wasn't.
I don't know. I feel like if that's the case, then they would have shared a kiss in front of the Ring doorbell in the car. He dropped her off.
He pulled his car data pulled up at she got out 1 minute later.
That's what,
literally 1 minute. So you're not making out.
They're not making out.
No.
So I don't see it.
I don't either. Good. I'm glad that I was like, I'm going to put what do you think in here, because I want to know what she thinks. And Caitlin had looked up Moriah on Strava 5 minutes after Colin texted. So that he was going to pick her up. She looked her up to see where she was. So she knew somehow. I don't know. Apparently she had looked up her Strava a lot. She kind of obsessively went to look at where Moriah was.
That's weird.
And then I still know, I couldn't find anything on that, how she did, like, he looked at his phone and then left, and she 5 minutes later, she looked at where Moriah was. So I don't know how she knew, or if she knew the fake name
had
or
to
something.
have, like, I don't think she probably knew the fake name. I bet she's fucking knew.
Yeah.
Like, his bullshit, like, she just knew because he was a fuckboy.
Yeah. And, like,
no one's going to say yes. I just really want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
No one is going to be okay with their spouse going and having a meal with an ex ever.
Mm-mm.
Even if it is platonic.
No.
It will never be okay in anyone's mind.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked that he hit it.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to be okay with that.
Yeah. I want to know how, if she wasn't a violent person and didn't quote unquote plan this, how she pulled all that shit together in a day after she got caught. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just very bizarre to me that they were like, well, she wasn't a violent. She didn't know obviously
it would make sense that she did decide on a whim. And here's why.
Okay.
She drove her vehicle.
True.
She didn't have gloves.
Also
she grabbed
true.
the gun that was in the house and didn't get another weapon.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, all of that to me does not sound like it was planned.
True.
I think she flew into like a jealous rage because she realized she was here.
Yeah.
And that he made up a lie because it felt like a fucking lie.
Yeah.
And then he's in town.
Yeah, you're right.
And she knew she looked it up and was like, this fucking bitch, I know where she's at.
Yeah. And then she just came up with a grandiose escape plan.
I think too, once she probably did that and knew like that things were going to be honing in, like we didn't see her Google history on like where she could have literally watched a documentary where they're like, Costa Rica, I mean, fucking P. Diddy.
Right.
You know, like who, I don't know. That's why I was like, she didn't cover it up well.
Yeah. She used that prepaid card that she had to buy a VPN when she was on the run too, and then had a bunch of different email accounts. And then she would use that to watch the news for her name, like while she was down in Costa Rica. And she also, she had looked up on her laptop after they found her, she had looked up how to burn off fingerprints with pineapples, which now I need to Google that. But like, homegirl's trying to burn her fingerprints off.
Golly.
Yeah.
Like, can't change your teeth.
I mean,
her dental records? I don't know.
Yeah, unless she got veneers or something put on.
Yeah, but that is also not $6,000.
Now, the cops had evidence from her Jeep to show that it was turned off at 8:40 that night in the alley. They even knew where it was, in the alley behind Moriah's friend's place. And then it started again at 9:17. So 1 minute after the neighbors caught Moriah screaming, and then heard it stop. And then after the 3 gunshots. So she literally just did it and ran.
I wouldn't even know to be scared if Caitlin walked into my house with a gun because she just was so unthreatening.
Yeah. And the girl, I mean, she'd probably
Mo would have known who she was.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
she'd probably be like,
known.
"Oh, what are you doing here?" Or
no, I 100% be like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh,
because
you're
I'm like,
mad."
I was just with him.
Yeah, that's true.
100% I'd be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
fuck.
You know what the defense said? Because they were like, okay, we still know this looks bad. But they said she was, quote, trapped in a nightmare of circumstantial evidence, and she just fit the jealous lover narrative. That's what the defense attorney said.
So what did they say about her DNA being on the bike?
They kind of glazed over it. And
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
They were like, well, they were friends. So I didn't look at what they said.
Friends.
I'm just assuming they would
I
try
know,
to
I'm like, I'm going to
spin
kill
it.
someone. Like, and then I say, I'm going to kill, because that's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you have indisputable evidence and you're trying to make it sound like it's not.
Yeah.
It's DNA on her bike. Makes no sense in any way.
I know. Agreed. Yeah, we would have.
Yeah. And the same fucking gun.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Whatever. Like, she didn't even get rid of the gun.
And they proved that it wasn't Colin's gun, it was hers. Like, they had the same one, but they proved it wasn't his, it was hers. She could have bare minimum grabbed his.
I don't know why she didn't pin it on him.
She could have.
That was my first thing.
Yeah.
Like, when this first started, I was like, oh.
Me too. When I first started reading about it, and I was like, oh, she gonna make him take the fall for it. Nope.
Could have tried just a hair harder, and she probably would have been just fine being able to do it.
Was too busy
Take
buying
his hair from his brush, swap a toothbrush, throw his toothbrush in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I mean, make it look like he was there a lot.
Or at least poke holes. Try to poke holes at least. But we're not here to tell you how to do that.
Right.
Now, on November 16th, 2023, Caitlin Armstrong was found guilty of first-degree murder of Moriah Wilson. The jury took only 2 hours to deliberate, and she was sentenced to 90 years in prison with parole eligibility after 30. They also added a $10,000 fine, which I don't know why they would do that. And on December 5th...
Oh, for fleeing.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
For fleeing.
Yeah. On December 15th, 2023, her lawyers filed it for a new trial because they said there was new evidence that wasn't available at the time of the trial. They also said, for some reason, I don't know how this comes into play, but they said when she was arrested the first time she was pregnant, and I don't know what that has to do with anything. And then they also said that one of the doctors that testified about the DNA evidence overstated his qualifications, which in turn misled the jury when he was on the stand. And basically, her lawyers didn't catch it at the time, and they should have. So that's what they were saying.
Sure.
Yeah. And this appeal has still not been ruled at right now. Like it's still under review.
I'm sure that just means it's in a queue.
Yeah, like
there's in a queue.
Because I tried to find it. I was like, I need to know. And
then, I bet it's just sitting in a fucking.
It's just on someone's desk somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on May 6, 2024, so 2 months ago, Mo Wilson's family filed a civil lawsuit against Caitlin Armstrong for $1 million. But they asked the jury to, quote, determine the full value and extent of damages. And they wanted to cover the burial and the funeral expenses as well as emotional damages. And they also wanted to make sure, which this is smart, that Caitlin could not profit from the murder in any way. On June 17th,
there has to be a reason for that. Sorry, because that's a law in like every state. So why she had to point that out, I'm curious.
I don't know. And on June 17th, 2024, so a few weeks ago, the jury sided with the Wilson family and ordered Caitlin to pay $15 million.
So they asked for one and they gave.
They said,
15.
You decide, but we would prefer one. And they said 15 sounds good. Yeah. But This was a good move because a Lifetime movie literally just came out that I didn't know about until I started researching the story.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way a movie's not coming out on this one.
It comes out, it either just came out or it comes out soon. I don't know whenever it might have been July 15th, who knows? So it might be a couple days after this actually airs. But the Lifetime movie is called Yoga Teacher, well, let me start over. The Yoga Teacher Killer, the Caitlin Armstrong story. And that is the sad story of...
I also hate that it's the Caitlin Armstrong.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yes. That they focus on
But they
her.
had to, I guess, if at the end of the day they're going to... If it's literally the killer and it's like how...
Yeah.
Her story is kind of crazy.
It is wild. And it's weird. I don't know. This whole thing is wild. That's why I talked as much as I could about Moriah, because I feel like it's the same old shit in our stories when it's overshadowed.
This one didn't. It's not that it overshadowed in this one. It's just there was a lot that happened after the murder on her part.
Yeah.
So to tell the story, that's why, is because she fled to Costa Rica.
And
so that's in the story.
Changed
and that's why it had to be her viewpoint. Mm-hmm. It couldn't be Mo's, sadly.
Yeah. Well, that's a sad story of the murder of Anna Moriah Mo Wilson.
So just unnecessary.
Right?
But we say it, and it's what we have to come to terms with is it was jealousy. It was there was nothing. She could not get over Moriah because she was better than her in her mind, for sure.
Yeah.
She thought that she was a better fit for her boyfriend.
And on paper, she was.
Well, and she probably was in a lot of different ways, too, you know?
Yeah.
The personality was probably really there. I bet the yoga instructor was more like, I don't know, fanciful. And like Mo looked really like salt of the earth, natural beauty.
And they were pros
didn't have probably Botox. Like,
right.
When you see her, you can just tell that like she was one of those natural beauties, and I feel like maybe Caitlin felt less than.
Right. Well, yeah. Moriah looks like one of the girls that doesn't have to try, like that. Like Alicia Keys doesn't have to wear makeup and still looks pretty. Yeah, like one of those. So it was sad. She died young. She had a banging life whenever she was alive, and fuck Caitlin.
That's so unnecessary.
I know. Yeah, and I don't know why she's eligible for parole after 30 years. I hope it gets denied every fucking time.
I don't know. I don't know either.
I don't.
She's our age.
Yeah, ish, yeah.
Yeah, she's in between our age. Maybe the age, she would be 70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she'd be 73. They're probably like, we'll give her parole at 73.
Yeah, or the chance at it.
Yeah, that's what, you know what I mean? So they're probably like, Who knows?
Yeah.
And because I don't know if they tried to. What bamboozles me is that the fucking attorneys. Okay. What blows me away is that the attorneys tried to then attack the evidence as it not being like that it was superficial evidence.
Yeah.
Instead of going for a crime of passion. They could have gotten less time if she did a crime of passion where she lost her mind and then pinpointed the issues that she had with her boyfriend and that he made her feel crazy and that he was constantly texting other women behind and that I was just overwhelmed by it and I knew that he was lying and he changed her name and then I started realizing that he was always changed, like that there were multiple times that he had like a dude texting him but then never told me about the friendship or they could have gone after the guy more and had made her feel crazy. That then she didn't know what she was doing, and that's how it was so obvious that, like, I was caught.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like, they didn't, I mean, I didn't read through all the trial notes. I just picked out the statements and stuff like that. So that's a good point, that they didn't do that, and they could have. Because
I really genuinely think this was a crime of passion.
Yeah, and like I said, just from what I read in the articles and stuff, I thought he was a fuckboy. Yeah. Like, just... that, like, you're doing shady shit. And the media painted him as more like this sucks for him. He was just trying to date and figure out his life. But, like, he was doing kind of fuckboy stuff. Like, lying, different names, all that stuff. I don't know, though. Then, again, he could have just tried to avoid a fight. And he was like, well, this is easier if I just make this lie up to go have dinner with a friend than the cause of fight. I don't know. There's nothing ever was concrete about why he told the stories that he did and why he changed her name. Like, there's no one would ever come forward and say it. And I think it's just because they didn't want to make Moriah look bad or something. I don't know. Like, her family came forward and was like, well, they didn't even date. They were just friends. And he was like, well, we dated, but...
Well, because her parents probably didn't... Like, her family isn't going to know that she's fucked a dude. You know what I mean?
For
like,
2 weeks, They
obviously slept together.
Yeah.
Because instead of fleeing, they slept together. Mm-hmm. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And they're two hot... Like, I'd hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were two hot people. So I just I do slap that mic, girl.
I sure did.
My God, that sounds like a weird porn thing. But anyway, I don't know. I think there was a different avenue that could have been taken from the, like, legal side of it.
100%.
And I also just think the chick lost her mind. But it sounds like I don't know. You can't be off again, on again, and, like, it not create...
Something was unstable in that.
Yeah.
There had to have been.
Yeah.
If you keep running back to each other and then breaking up with each other, something is volatile and they're not airing all their dirty laundry. Because you don't just keep doing that and then go date someone else and then come back again.
Agreed.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
I can't wait to watch that Lifetime movie with you.
Where'd you find this story?
I Googled stories that you'd never heard of.
Oh, okay. I was curious. I was like, I didn't know that one. So I was very... curious. By the way, also, we are about to be launching our Patreon, everyone. Put them on the glass.
Yes.
We're about to do it.
Yeah. Go to Patreon, search for a couple of sassholes, and it should be launched when this comes out.
Yeah.
Do you guys want more of this? Do you want more of this?
Do you want a better, greater, grander life?
Sassier. What? That sounds like we're life coaches.
Do this. Yes. We are. We coach you through the fucked up.
Coach you how to be sassy.
Yeah. So we'll have all the details, and we're going to talk to you about it on the next episode.
Yes.
Just so you guys know the different levels. But get your wallet out.
Yeah.
Because you can now buy more of our time.
Help us help you. Oh, I like that. Buy more of our time. Would you like more? We'll give you more.
We sure will. We'll give you all of it.
Oh. It's not OnlyFans, just Patreon.
Right. Like, rate, review, subscribe.
Yes.
Hop on our Patreon.
Yay. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Theodore, can I pet that dog?